You got the raise. March. A Tuesday. Your manager calls you in, closes the door, slides a paper across the desk. 8%, the biggest one you've ever gotten. You shake his hand. You walk back to your desk. You sit down. You feel it for exactly 11 minutes. Then you start spending it in your head. The number is real. The feeling isn't wrong, but something is about to happen that nobody in that office is going to explain to you. Something the paper didn't mention. Something the handshake didn't include. You're about to make less money than you made before they gave you more. The math nobody shows you. Your salary was $52,000. After federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare, your check was $3,100 a month. You knew the number. You built your life around it. Rent, car, groceries, the subscriptions, the margin you called savings, but mostly used for emergencies. $3,100 was the architecture of your entire existence. The raise brings you to $56,160. You do the math in your head. $4,160 more a year. $346 a month. You start thinking about what $346 buys. The gym membership you've been putting off, the credit card you could actually pay down, the dinner out on a Friday that doesn't come with guilt. Your first check arrives. $346 is not there. What arrived instead was $270. Not $346. $270. The government saw your raise before you did. They saw the new number and moved you. Not dramatically, just quietly. A few percentage points further into the bracket. The marginal rate on that extra $4,160 is higher than the rate on the $52,000 it sat on top of. You didn't lose everything. You lost the edge. You lost the part that was supposed to change things. $270 a month. Before your rent went up. The apartment. Your lease renews in April. You've been here 2 years. The landlord sends the new terms in February, a month before the raise conversation, as if the building knew. $115 more a month. They cite market rate. They cite improvements. They cite a number on a spreadsheet that has nothing to do with your life and everything to do with theirs. You almost said no. You almost looked for something else. But moving costs first month, last month, deposit, truck rental, days off work. Moving costs $3,000 minimum and 2 weeks of your life. So you sign. You tell yourself the raise will cover it. The raise was $270 after tax. The rent increase is $115. You are now working with $155. The bracket. Here's what nobody tells you about tax brackets. They do not work the way most people think they work. You do not suddenly owe more on everything you made. You owe more only on the dollars that cross the line. But those dollars, the raise dollars, the bonus dollars, the overtime dollars, those are the ones that get taxed hardest. The system is designed to take the most from the money you worked hardest to earn. The base salary, the floor, gets the lower rate. The extra, the reward for doing more, for staying late, for performing, that gets taxed at the ceiling. Every dollar you fought for cost more than every dollar you were simply given at the start. You worked for the raise worked for the bracket, the benefit cliff. You make $56,000 now. That number sounds fine. That number sounds like progress. What that number also does is disqualify you. The child care subsidy you were receiving, the one that covered $4,800 a year, has an income ceiling. You just crossed it by $1,200. The subsidy disappears entirely, not gradually, not proportionally, gone. $1 over the line and the entire benefit evaporates. You gained $4,160 in salary. You lost $4,800 in subsidy. You are now $640 poorer than you were before the best professional moment of your year. The raise was real. The outcome was negative. The math is not broken. The math is working exactly as designed. Your coworker. Daniel got the same raise, same percentage, same Tuesday, same handshake. Daniel is 41. His kids are older. He doesn't have the childcare cliff. His rent is locked in from a lease he signed 3 years ago at a number that no longer exists in this market. His car is paid off. His subscriptions are minimal. The raise lands differently for Daniel. $270 a month actually moves something for Daniel. You are both 8% richer on paper. You are moving in opposite directions in practice. The raise is the same raise. The raise is not the same raise. The lifestyle, something else happens. Something quieter than the tax bracket and the rent and the cliff. Something nobody warns you about because it doesn't show up on a spreadsheet. You feel like you earned something. And feeling like you earned something is one of the most expensive things a person can feel. The Friday dinners get slightly nicer. Not dramatically. Just slightly. You stop ordering water automatically. You get the appetizer. You upgrade the streaming plan because you've been meaning to and now it feels fine. You buy the jacket. It's not extravagant. It's just the jacket you've been looking at for 4 months that finally feels justified. The raise said you deserve things. And you do. And the things agree. 6 months later, your expenses have grown by $310 a month. Your take-home grew by $270. You are spending $40 more than you gained. You are not irresponsible. You are human. The raise felt like permission, and permission is always expensive. The performance tax. Your manager sees the output. You delivered. You got the 8%, which means the expectation just Reset. You are not the person who earned an 8% raise anymore. You are the person who performs at the level that justifies an 8% raise. The bar moved. It moved the moment you cleared it. The next review will not ask what you did to earn this. It will ask what you've done since. You are running faster now. You are expected to run faster now. The salary increased. So did the standard. You didn't buy more stability with the raise. You bought a higher floor to fall from. The people who never got the raise are not below you. They're behind you on the same track. The number on the offer letter. 2 years later, you interview somewhere else. You are performing. You are tired. You want out. They ask your current salary. You say $56,000. They offer $62,000. A real number. A good jump. You feel it again. The 11 minutes. What you don't know yet is that your current employer, when they find out you're leaving, will counter. They'll offer $61,500. Suddenly they found $5,500 they couldn't find at your last review. It existed the whole time. It was sitting in a budget line with your name on it, waiting to be spent only if you threatened to leave. The system does not reward loyalty. The system rewards leverage, and leverage is the one thing a salary will never give you. What the raise actually bought. You are not worse at your job than you were at $52,000. You are better. You have been better for 2 years. The market didn't notice. The tax bracket noticed. The landlord noticed. The benefit threshold noticed. The lifestyle noticed. The performance expectation noticed. Everything that could take from the raise took from the raise. What's left is a number on a pay stub that is slightly larger than the last number and a feeling, faint now, almost gone, of the 11 minutes in March when you thought something had changed. Something did change. You just thought it was going to change in your direction. The exit. There is a version of the story that ends differently. It doesn't end with a bigger raise. Raises are not the exit. The exit is not more salary. More salary is more of the same game, played at a slightly higher level with slightly higher stakes and the exact same architecture surrounding it. The exit is ownership. A dollar that works while you don't. A number somewhere that doesn't care what tax bracket you're in because it's already on the other side of the line. The exit is building something the raise can never touch. Something that doesn't reset the expectation. Something that doesn't disappear when you cross a threshold. The raise is not the enemy. The raise is the distraction. It feels like progress because it is the only form of progress the system is designed to show you. There is a man in your office right now who hasn't asked for a raise in 4 years. He doesn't look like he's winning. His car is ordinary, his lunch is from home. He never mentions money, he doesn't need the raise. He stopped needing it quietly, years ago, while everyone else was shaking hands and doing the math in their heads and feeling it for 11 minutes. The raise is real, the trap is realer. You just got both.